Good morning, my name is Christine. I'm one of your City of Vaughan instructors. Today we're going to go through a 30-minute yoga fusion class, meaning yoga and Pilates combined. All you're going to need is a mat and either a small ball or you can use a small pillow and a bottle of water. And we're going to get started whenever you're ready, warming up. So all we're going to do is we're going to draw our arms across our chest and start to shift our body weight side to side as we get warmed up here. Great. You want to breathe nice and deeply in through your nose and out through your nose for yoga. And just take your time. If I'm going too quickly, just slow it down. And we're going to hold it here about another 10 seconds. And keep that breath flowing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I'm going to have you plant your feet about hip width apart. Little bend in your knees, and we're just going to rotate from side to side. Rotate from side to side. Your rotation's coming from your waist. And you're going to keep that breath flowing. We're here for about 20 seconds. Just warming everything up. Keep that deep breath flowing. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I'm going to have you plant your feet about shoulder width apart. Toes are forward, little bend in your knees. We're going to put your hands on your hips now, and we're just going to bend forward at the hips. And then roll it up and release those arms. And then bend forward at the hips. Nice flat back here. And then roll it up. One more time. Bending forward at the hips. And then slowly rolling it up. And we're here for about 10 seconds. Keeping that breath flowing. Just warming things up right now. 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. As we take our feet back to hip width apart, we're going to take a big inhale. As we exhale, I'm going to have you bring your palms together and shoot your index fingers up towards the ceiling, and then lean to one side. You can pick because we're going to switch. And we're going to hold it here. Big deep breaths in through the nose. Exhaling out through the nose. A few more of those breaths. And then big inhale as we draw back to center on our exhale. We'll inhale again and head to the other side. Holding and breathing. Feeling the length you're creating right through the ribs. Relaxing with each of those exhales. And then big inhale, draw yourself back to center. And then on your exhale, hands to heart center. And then as you release, just roll the shoulders open. As we turn our palms forward now, we're just going to hold in mountain pose. So I want you to close your eyes. Take a big deep breath in through the nose. Exhaling out through the nose with that yogic breathing. Sounds like the ocean. Big inhale. And exhale. Really clear your mind of anything that's cluttering it. Big inhale. And exhale. One more of those. Inhale. And then on this exhale, you're going to open up your eyes, and we're going to come to the top of the mat. Grab some water if you need it. As we head to the mat, we're going to bring those feet hip width apart. We're going to start to warm up with some sun salutation. So big inhale. And then on your exhale, the hands are going to come to your shins. Inhale, gaze forward, nice flat back. Exhale, walking the hands forward. We're going to bring the hands beneath your shoulders now. And you're either in high plank, or if you need to, you're going to drop your knees nice and slowly. Now let's hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to slowly lower. As we come to the ground, you're going to untuck your toes, and you can either come into cobra. That means your thighs, your hips are down, or you can come into upward dog, thighs up, and breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's tuck our toes in and come into downward dog. As we come into our downward dog, we're drawing our head through our arms and drawing those hips towards the ceiling. And now we're slowly going to walk our dog, so dropping one heel at a time. And if you're like me and you have tightness through your hamstrings, those heels won't hit the ground, but that's okay. It's a work in progress. And we're here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Now on your last one, I'm going to ask you to walk your hands back, a little bend in your knees, and then slowly roll it up. Arms are coming overhead, hands to heart center. We're going to do 2 more of those. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, forward fold. Hands are releasing to the shins. And now a nice flat back, your gaze is down. Inhale. Exhale, slowly walk the hands forward. We're coming back into high plank. Maybe we're dropping our knees. We're holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Now slowly lower yourself down. And then as you come up, untucking the toes, we're in cobra or upward dog, you decide. Breathing and holding for 5, 4, 3, 2. On the last one, tuck the toes under, come back into downward dog. Drawing the hips up, maybe those heels will come a little closer to the ground, and if they won't, just walk them out. Releasing for the calves here, releasing for the hamstrings. Breathing and holding for 5, 4, 3, 2. On your last one, walking those hands back. Slowly coming up. Okay, this is our last one. Big inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, nice flat back, gaze down. Exhale, walking the hands forward. Hands beneath the shoulders, high plank or knee plank, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly releasing to the ground. Untucking the toes, cobra or upward dog. Big deep breaths here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Now on that last one, let's tuck our toes under, downward dog. Big deep breaths. You can feel the release already happening through the calves, through the hamstrings as we do the repetition. Now we're going to change how we get up. So we're holding it here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Now on your last one, we're going to step forward with our left foot, step forward with our right foot, and slowly roll it up. As you get to the top, you're going to roll your shoulders open and grab water if you need it. Now we get to come into warrior 2. So we're going to take our right foot pointing the toe forward and take our left foot back. And you want to have that heel arch alignment right now as you draw your arms up, draw your shoulder blades together, and we're slowly going to sink into that right knee, but we're making sure the knee and the toe stay in line, okay? Once you've got that position, you're going to gaze towards the middle finger on the right side and hold. If you'd like a little bit more, we're going to do a little pulse here. Little pulse. And breathe. If you were up against a wall right now, you would be fully aligned to the wall. So you want to make sure that those shoulder blades are together. So your arms and your legs are in one plane. We're here for 5. And 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to hold this position. Last one. We're going to draw our right hand down and flip the palm forward and draw our left arm overhead. We're going to hold and breathe. We're going to straighten out that right knee so we can come into triangle. And hold and breathe for 5. Your gaze can either be forward or up towards the outstretched hand, whatever's more comfortable. For 3, 2. Now on your last one, I'm going to ask you to bend that right knee, right elbow, and hold the position a little longer. For 5, 4, 3. We're going to change again in 2. Last one. Now we're going to pivot on that back foot and send our left hand to the mat, our right hand to the mat. So we're in a lunge now. And we're going to hold and breathe, opening up that left hip. We're here for 5, 4. If you're looking for a little more, I'm going to give you one more set of 5 here. 2, 1. Now we're going to try to release our left hand, our right hand, drawing our shoulder blades together into runner's lunge. And 5, 4, 3, 2. Now on your last one, let's pivot forward. Nice wide stance here. Let's heel toe ourselves. And as we get into a position where we're just beyond our shoulders with our feet, we're going to pivot that left foot forward and take that right foot heel arch alignment and do our warrior 2 on the other side. Okay? So draw those shoulder blades together, lean into that left knee, hold, or we can do a little pulse here. And breathe. Remember, we want to have that same plane on the arms, the legs, nice tall posture, making this pose nice and active. And we're here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Now on your last one, we're going to turn our left palm and send it towards our left ankle, drawing our right arm overhead and straightening out that left knee, holding in triangle, keeping that deep breath flowing. We're here for 5 and 4. We're going to hold this position in 3, 2, last one. Now let's bend that left knee, send the left elbow to left knee, hold modified triangle for 5 and 4, 3, 2. Great work. Last one. And we're turning now, pivoting on that back foot, back heel up, both hands on either side of the foot, holding that lunge position for 5 and 4. If you're looking for a little more, I'm going to give you a bit of a challenge in 2. 1, let's release one arm, maybe the other arm, drawing the chest up into runner's lunge, squeezing the shoulder blades together, activating those triceps with nice strong arms. We can gaze forward for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then as we release, nice wide stance, heel toe. And then this time as we come back to center, just roll your shoulders out, shake your feet out, grab some water if you need it, okay? Now as we come into this position, we're going to walk back to the back of our mat, and we've got feet hip width apart as we continue. And we're going to be stepping forward with your right foot. As your left foot comes back, back heels up, and I want you to draw your left arm across your chest and draw your left hip forward. And we're going to hold and breathe here. We're here for 5, 4. We're going to hold this position in 3, 2, 1. As you release, the arms are coming overhead now into warrior 1. So we want to make sure we square off our hips to the front wall. Big deep breaths here. Your gaze can be either forward or up, where the ceiling and the wall meet. And we're here for 5. I have a challenge for you in 4, 3. We're going to hold the position in 2, 1. Now I'm going to have you shift your weight forward into your front foot and make your back foot nice and light. We're going to set up for warrior 3 now, maybe picking up that back foot and breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As you step that back foot forward, we're going to switch feet, okay? So we should have our left foot forward, right foot back, right heel up. We're going to draw our right arm across our chest and hold. And we want to send that right hip forward, so we're feeling a nice stretch through that hip flexor. Breathing deeply. And we're here for 5, 4. We're going to head into warrior 1 and 3, 2, 1. Arms come up, hips square forward. Hold and breathe a little longer for 5. Really opening up those hips, feeling the release through the thighs. 3. Transitioning to warrior 3 and 2, 1. Now shift the weight forward in the front foot. The back foot gets nice and light. Maybe it comes up. Holding and breathing. Might be easier on one side than the other. We're here for 4, 3, 2. Last one. As we step that back foot forward, we're going to grab more water if we need it. And then we're going to come sideways on our mat. And really wide stance here with our toes turned out. And we're going to come into a sit. Okay, so we're setting up for goddess right now. So palms are coming up, arms are coming forward, and we're sinking. But just watch the knees and toes are in line. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2. Now on your last one, let's bring those hands to the hips and then slowly draw up a little taller. We're going to gently hinge forward at the hips, making sure that we keep a nice flat back here. You can stay here, or if you need to, place your hands on the ground. And then slowly we are going to place our hands on the ground. And maybe our hands will grab hold of our ankles. And maybe our head will come down. So if there's any point at which you want to stop and hold the last position, you will. And as we shine the crown of the head towards the mat, we're feeling lots of length through the hamstrings. Big deep breath. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2. If you're looking for a little more, you're going to release both arms up. Maybe they'll clasp together. And we'll get a nice stretch through our chest here. And we're holding and breathing for 5. And at any point, the head can come up. 3, 2. Now on your last one, we're going to release the hands towards the ground. And we're going to shift our weight into our left knee, making sure we keep that heel arch alignment. But we should feel a nice stretch right through the inner thigh on the right side. Hold and breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let's release to the other side. Hold and breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and then on your last one, come on back to center. As you do, hands come to the hips, brace the core, and then slowly flat back, draw the torso back up. And then we're going to heel toe ourselves back to standing. Grabbing water if you need it. You're going to join me at the back edge of your mat one more time. So as you come to the back edge of the mat this time, I'm going to have you come into a downward dog. So big inhale. And then exhale. Hands coming to the shins, flat back. Inhale. Exhale, walking the hands forward, staying in downward dog. Maybe those heels are getting a little closer to the ground now. As we walk our dog out, we're slowly going to release our left leg now. So we're going to go for a 3-legged dog. And we're going to hold here. We're still going to try to shine our hips towards the mat. And we're here for 5, 4, 3. We're going to be taking that left leg. We're going to be sending it right through our hands as we set up for pigeon. So we draw that left knee through our hands. We're going to untuck the toe on the right. Have a nice tall chest as we sit in through the hips. Big deep breaths here for 5. And 4, 3, 2. Now on your last one, you're slowly going to drop towards the forearms. Maybe you'll stay here. Or maybe you'll keep coming. You can stack the fists and put your head onto the fists, or you can slowly drop to the mat if that works for you. So forehead to mat optional. We're here for 5. And 4. Big deep breaths. And 2 more to go. Last one, slowly making your way back up to the top. Once you do, plant your hands, draw those legs up, and come back into the downward dog. As we're in that downward dog, we're going to release to a 3-legged dog on the other side. So this time, your right leg's coming up, and you're holding and breathing for 5. Shining those hips towards the mat, parallel to the mat. 3. We're going to do pigeon on the other side now. And then slowly drawing that right knee in through the hands, untucking the left toe. Nice tall posture here. Big deep breaths. Holding and breathing for 5. And 4, 3, 2. Now on your last one, we can come to the forearms if that works. If you want to go a little lower, Stack the fists, drop the head on the fists. If not, come all the way to the mat with the forehead. And breathe. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and then on the last one, we'll slowly draw the head up. And we're going to come on to all fours now. So as we make it to all fours, we want our hands beneath our shoulders, our knees beneath our hips, and now we're going to arch like a Halloween cat. So we're doing cat, and then reverse cow. So inhale, arch, exhale, back to our cow. Inhale, and exhale. One more time, inhale. And then this time, as we exhale, we'll draw back to neutral spine, widen our knees, and head into child's pose. As you come into child's pose, nice long arms, make it an active pose. Forehead comes to the ground. As we hold this position, we're going to slowly walk our hands to the left. Just changing the muscles we're stretching slightly. Feeling that right up the right side, through the triceps, through the lower back. And then slowly we'll come back to the middle and head to the other side. So heading to the right now. And then as we slowly come back to center this time, we're going to come back into our quad position. And we're going to take our left leg back and our right arm out. And we're just going to hold and breathe. Belly button to spine, hips parallel to the mat. That left hand is supporting the left shoulder. Got nice strong glutes here. And we're here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Then on the last one, we get to switch. So it's lengthen through that right leg, left arm. That right hand's beneath the right shoulder. We feel nice and stable here. Belly button to spine. If you're having a challenge with your balance, you can always tap down with that left foot, or that right foot, I mean. And hold for 3, 2, last one. Now on that last one, I'm going to invite you to have a seat. Take water if you need it. As we come into a seated position, we're going to bring the soles of our feet together. Have a nice tall chest. And if it works for you, you're going to walk your heels closer to your pelvis. We're going to inhale. As we exhale, let's drop the knees towards the ground, as low as they'll go. And we're here for 5. And 4, 3, 2, last one. On that last one, let's bring the feet a little further forward, hinging at the hips, belly button to spine, but nice flat back here. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see this from the proper angle. And notice my back isn't rounding. I'm gazing a couple feet in front of me. And then we'll slowly come up. When we get up into this position, we're going to do a little bit of Pilates now. So we're seated. We might find that little pillow or our ball. And if we can, we're going to place it in between our legs above the knees. It's completely unnecessary if you don't have one. Okay? So as we come in this position, we're going to place our hands beneath our shoulders, fingertips forward. And we're going to have nice light feet right now. So you can stay here if this is enough. And if you want more, the feet are going to come up. And if you want even more, the hands will come up. And we're holding and breathing for 5, 4. Now our breath can change now with Pilates. We can exhale out through the mouth, inhale in through the nose. And then slowly drop, give ourselves a little knee hug. As we do that, we're going to slowly roll it down, okay? Support yourself with your hands if you need to. We're rolling down on our exhale. Great work. And then once you release to the ground, I'm going to move myself a little bit so I can be on my mat. We're going to send the knees in the air. So we're going to hug the pillow or the ball, put our hands behind our head. Our head might be coming up. And we're just going to do a little bit of a double leg bicycle, maybe with the head up. So we're feeling that nice activation through the lower abdominals with the legs, through the upper abdominals if the head's up. And we're here for 5. We're hugging onto our ball. And we're here for 3. And 2. Now on your last one, I'm going to have you flex your feet and reverse that circle. And we're holding it here for 5 and 4, 3, 2. Now on your last one, the knees get to stay up, but the head gets to come down. If it was up, wide arms. Now we're going to send the knees to one side in a very controlled manner with our exhale, and then back to center, and then we're going to switch sides on the knees. So you're only coming as low as your body will let you, feeling that through the side abdominals, through the hips. We're here for 6 more. So we're nice and even here. So we're exhaling to the side, inhaling back to center. 4 more. 4. And 3. 2. And then on your last one, slowly draw the knees back to center. Inhale. Exhale the feet to the ground. Hands are going to come to the sides now, and we're slowly going to lift into a bridge. As we do, the hips are shining to the ceiling. We're activating the glutes, holding and breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2. Now on your last one, slowly drop the hips. Your spine's like a string of pearls here. And then slowly draw the knees up, arms to the side. And then here we go again. Knees to one side on our exhale, back to center on our inhale, and then we're going to switch that up. Keep that breath flowing. And you're doing great. And we're here for 5, 4, 3, 2. And then on our last one, let's draw our knees back to center. Inhale. Let's exhale our feet slowly to the ground. Palms to the side, hips slowly coming up. That spine's like a string of pearls again. Hold and breathe for 5. And 4, 3, 2. Last one. Hips are slowly releasing back to the ground. As they do, we're going to take that pillow or that ball and release it into one hand. We're going to switch. The ball under one knee, under the other knee. If you want a little bit more, head can come up. We're going to hold it here for 20 seconds. So if you need a little bit more support for your back, bend the knees a little bit more, keep the legs higher. And we got 10 seconds to go here. And 5, 4, 3, 2. And then on your last one, we can release both feet, release the ball, come into a full body stretch. The natural curvature of your spine is coming up off the mat. Big deep breaths on your exhale. I'm going to have your body get heavy into the mat now. So inhale, exhale, release your body into the mat. And then one more. Inhale, exhale, release your body into the mat. And we're slowly going to draw both knees into the chest now. Draw big circles into the mat with our lower back. And then we're going to switch directions on those circles. And then this time, as you draw back to center, slowly come back into that full body stretch. Inhale, exhale, and relax. Inhale, exhale, and relax. Last one. Inhale, exhale, and relax. Thank you so much for joining me today. We'll see you next time. Enjoy your day.